8 weeks. We've watched the show for 8 weeks, and nothing has happened. We spent 8 weeks watching it, and then being like, hey, no, I'm sorry. We spent 8 weeks the hour before watching, being like, you know what we'll do? We'll watch the show, then we'll go talk about the show, because obviously something interesting will happen to the point where we'll have to talk about it. We'll be in the mood to talk about it, you know? Mm. When we were younger, we used to watch The Walking Dead each week. We'd go talk about The Walking Dead for an hour after. Oh my God, we can't. It's so good. We can't stop talking about it. We figured this would be something like that, right? Mm. We thought, at the very least, we could go, even if it's not necessarily good, we could go make fun of it, right? Uh-huh. But nothing happens. And what's that show?
Survive the Raft.
Survive the Raft. Survive the Raft on Discovery or HBO Max or Discovery Plus or wherever you're watching it.
And before you get confused, no, it's not Survivor.
No, and I keep comparing to Survivor. The messed up part, though, is that no one in Survive the Raft understands what a game is.
It's so annoying.
And in Survivor, yeah, in the first season, no one understood, but not no one, just most of them didn't understand. That was the difference. You know, you still had Richard understand it, you still had Owen. You had two people who were playing the game and then a bunch of knuckleheads walking around. This show is just a bunch of knuckleheads walking around.
Look, I don't think we need to vote on anybody at this stage.
I don't think, dude,
unless they want more money, but we don't need to do that. Let's just stick
that Russell guy, I want to bash over the back of the head, man. He's so fucking annoying. And comparing it back to Survivor, a much superior show. The first season of Survivor, there was a dumbass like Russell, but he wasn't saying we shouldn't vote anyone out. He was just saying it's mean to put people out. His genius idea, Long Island represent. The only guy from Long Island in the first season had to be the moron. He was this hotshot doctor douchebag who definitely wears a class ring. He was that type of guy who became a doctor, probably more like a physician. Probably wasn't a real doctor, probably a fake doctor.
Probably
a chiropractor, honestly. That's the point is,
so true.
The point is, he was like, I think it's rude to vote people off, so I'm just going to vote everyone's name. Just so you guys know, I'm just going to do alphabetically, including him writing his own name down one time.
Well, the whole point of the fucking game is to try to get you're on a raft because this guy.
Good job acknowledging the Survivor remark even a little bit.
Okay.
You're like, yeah, so the point of Survive the Raft is you're on a raft, all right? Even though you're not on a raft, it's more of a stationary item, just stationary housing in the middle of the fucking ocean. You're not even in the middle of the ocean. You're between like 3 islands.
What was your Survivor thing you said?
No, that's cool.
Okay. So
explain Survive the Raft to me.
So Santiago Genovese in 1973 did this experiment where he had 10 people go on a raft, which again wasn't a raft, it was an actual vessel, out into the sea. They were stranded at sea.
That's the big difference, first of all. They keep saying Survive the Raft. In that show, it was I still don't think that qualifies as a raft. No. But they were on a boat, and they were on a vessel, and they were, traversing the seas, the high seas, which is I've seen Perfect Storm. That's a scary thing to do. But then in this show, which is based off of that idea, instead of being at sea, they're just on the water.
They just docked
which are very different things. Being at sea versus being triangulated between 3 islands on a stationary, secure foundation, where they're, I can hear the oceans crashing. You're not rocking. Mm-hmm. You can hear the oceans crashing, but you're not having that whole, oh, God, I want to throw up, I'm rocking here. Not going to sink.
Yeah, there's no like Russell, the guy we're talking about, his big complaints, like, guys, this is so my comfort zone. I hate being in the water. I don't do anything in the water. It's like, but you're not in the water, dude.
And also, you're also in the, it's not like they threw you in Jersey. You're in the Caribbean. You're in clear, crystal clear waters.
Smooth waters, just off the coast. Nothing's happening. You're just basically sitting right there.
And you're literally on. It's like it's so, and they keep trying to act like they had the audacity to have the host fucking Dennis Quaid come around in his fucking World War II vessel. He's like, yeah, guys, it's D-Day. Everyone get in here, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Where is he coming from?
I have no idea.
He might be actually out stranded at sea because he just appears.
He's so stupid. Nothing about that show's good. I keep watching. I keep thinking, no, this is gonna get good. It's gonna get good. It's gotta get good. It's gotta get good. And each week it's just like, nope. They keep talking the talk. No one walks the walk. Everyone cries out. There's way too much kumbaya. No one everyone's backstabbing each other. Not enough fun way. It's all in a prissy. Can I talk? Can I finish?
You done yet?
No. Okay, because now you're talking over me. Okay. Now I was going to say this. You talk about me, and I don't want you to break me like because you're not letting me talk. And it's like, how many times can you guys passive aggressively bitch at one another? All right. I want to see someone start stealing something. I want to see someone start. Like, yeah, I caught this fish, but I caught it like 3 weeks ago. I'm not telling the groups they're all gonna get sick from eating it. Like, I want some fucking rambunctious behavior to take place. I want Jimmy to stop being a little bitch who's always her all the time.
Dude, I fucking hate Jimmy.
I
thought Jimmy was
want Tara
to
stop being so much of a fucking Brookhaven and being all like, me. I can't stand like Jimmy. Yeah, I'm done with it, okay, Jimmy?
Shut up, you bitch.
Jimmy, you're being negative. The negativity, Jimmy. I don't like it, Jimmy. It's like, oh my God, guys, stop.
But Jimmy comes in being like, I'm from Philly. I'm a tough guy. I'm
from
gonna
Philly.
Stir some shit up. And all he's done is
be
talk
a
and
little
done
bitch.
nothing.
Because he's a guy from Philly. That's why he's a guy from Philly.
Yeah, exactly. They're all idiots over there.
You know what's worse than a fucking New York car salesman? A Jersey car salesman. You know what's worse than a Jersey car salesman? A Philadelphia car salesman.
I don't even want to think what's worse than a
Probably a guy
Philly
from Boston.
Yeah, probably a guy from Boston.
Probably a guy from Boston.
Cars.
Probably some guy in New England selling cars is probably the worst it gets. At least the Mid-Atlantic's kind of classy.
They're all insane. Then we got Marissa, who has no idea how to
spell Marissa.
Functions. Yeah, what is
She
that?
has no idea how to spell Marissa.
Who spells Marissa? M-E-R.
M-E-R-R.
Oh, double R?
Double R.
Dude, that chick needs to fucking talk to somebody.
That chick should have her Miss Georgia taken away from her, or whatever it was. Miss Alabama, Miss Tuscaloosa, Miss Arkansas. I don't know.
They're all just a bunch of fucking sensitive nillies. They're all so lame. No one can do anything.
And the challenges suck. It's I thought Survivor Season 1 had bad challenges because Survivor Season 1 it was like, all right guys, come on in, roll this fake boulder around those 3 flags. First one that does it wins. And I was like, really? That's a challenge. And the next week it was like, all right, hop in this canoe, get that flag. And then it's like, okay, these aren't challenges. One of them was literally...
At least that's somewhat of a challenge.
No, it's a challenge, but it doesn't feel
do
like...
in these events
This one's like, all right, guys, you're going to hug each other from a rope.
For 15 minutes.
Dude, when they were describing the challenge to me, I was like, wow, Russell's in a serious predicament here because he's literally Shamu, but he's also has a broken arm. And I thought the challenge was going to be like a pull-up bar, hanging off a pull-up bar, and then one person has to hang off of that person's body. So I was like, well, he can't hang off someone's body because they won't be able to hold their own weight.
Yep.
But how is he going to hold himself off of a pull-up bar with one arm? And then I realized, oh, no. They're going to be harnessed, held 2 feet up off the water. It's like, at the very least, they should be fucking 100 feet in the air. What? Okay? That should be the point. It should be like fear factor, okay? They should be like, well, Jimmy's annoying me, but if I drop it, I might die. I die. You know how they're going 2 feet of snow? I die.
But like, it's 15. First of all, they only have to hold each other for 15 minutes, which, how is that a challenge?
I have no idea. Again, Survivor doesn't put caps on their challenges.
Break.
Remember, in Survivor, you get one of those random ones, and it's like season 4. It's season 2. Season 2 of Survivor it's with Colby and that douchebag chef guy and Tina and I think maybe 2 people are left. It's towards the end of the season, right? Survivor Season 2 when they're in Australia, right? Down under, having some water. They're perched up above the water, okay? They're on those fucking like columns, right? Standing above the water, and they're doing it where they have to like just see who can survive the longest. Okay? They go out there like 9:30 a.m. They're out there till like 7:30 in the morning.
An actual fucking challenge.
We see a daylight cycle pass, and everyone's just sitting there, and Colby and I think Tina are just like, I'm not getting off.
And these fucking jabronis like, oh, my arm's numb. I've been here for 5 minutes. My arm's numb.
No, and then also, not to mention, too, the fact that I guess they were all just afraid to make it sexual, but the way they all hung up, so I was like, no, you need to be riding that cock, okay? Yep. All of you. Fucking, the only way this is going to work is if your hips are on my dick. We can't have none of this nonsense. We're not sloths and monkeys hanging off the neck where we can just have our arms extended. That was ridiculous. They're all talking about how much their arms are. I'm like, yeah, because you're not even doing the hugging part of the hugging challenge accurate. Only some, I forgot, one of the groups that didn't, I think it was Summer. Who was Summer with?
It was Summer, and I think she was with Garrett. I think it was Summer
and Garrett made no fuss or muss. They were just sitting there.
And
you know why? Because they were embracing each other. Everyone else was trying to do like a goddamn Velcro monkey.
And Elliot hugged each other, and Elliot was hugging Maddie back on top of it. He was
exactly.
Being hung. Yeah.
So the two in the middle. The two middle groups understood what the point of the challenge was. Everyone on the ends was just moronic.
Jimmy refused to touch Tara. Fucking Russell wouldn't put his arms around Marissa.
Jimmy was acting like she was a leper. He was refusing to hold her.
Dude,
like, I can't. My arms are numb. My arms are numb.
From what? You're in a harness, and it's been less than 10 minutes,
dude. Tara's like, dude, and the fucking juxtaposition of Tara being like, I mean, I'm 5'2", 108, and he's 6'5", who knows how much, he's so strong. And then 5 seconds later, Jimmy, stop with the negativity, Jimmy. And it's like, yeah, she weighs what? Nothing. Yeah. He's a big guy. My arms are numb from what? She's holding you.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he could have gotten numb from. Was it the way the harness was holding his armpit? It's like,
I don't know, because then Russell was over there saying, my leg, I'm losing circulation to my leg. And it's like, dude, you're blowing things well out of proportion, all right? Again, this and they keep saying challenge. We need someone who can physically compete. Physically compete? There's been no physical competitions.
Yeah, there's been nothing.
Hey, guys, hold up this post in the air. We're going to make it seem way more difficult than anyone at home thinks it would be.
Dude, what the fuck was that?
No idea.
There was a sail in the middle of the sand. Not a sail. What the hell's the wood part? A stern?
Sure.
There's a stern in the middle of the sand with the sail on it, and they all had fucking essentially bungee ropes. And they're like, "Oh, hold it in place,
Yeah, they're all in
guys."
like rock climbing gear with ropes attached to it, trying to hold it in a circle. And it was like,
And Jimmy the whole time, I can't hold it, can't hold it,
I can't hold it, guys. Like, and then the next week, Jimmy's like, paddleboarding, can't do it. Things children do, mothers do, elderly do, people do in a lake calmly for their first. I can't do it.
Sit on a board.
And then they let Riley go home, who was just what a terrific human, personable nurse she was, talking about how the best way to be a nurse is to manipulate all of her patients.
Yeah, that's what the doctors do and the nurses
Apparently,
do?
I thought doctors and nurses were like, at the very least, one could assume, or not necessarily assume, but hope that some of them were ethical people.
I thought it was the kind of occupation where you needed to be ethical.
I watched Fleischman's in Trouble. The whole entire show, he kind of talked about how ethical it was to be a doctor and everything else,
Maybe that's just one of those Hollywood fucking fantasy things they created in a film. Apparently, the only way to be a real good nurse is to manipulate your patients.
To manipulate your patients. Something I never thought I'd hear on national television.
And manipulate them into what?
I don't know.
To smile as you check their heart with the fucking stethoscope? What are you talking about? Manipulate them.
Maybe she's not so much a nurse. She's more one of those nurses in one of those movies where it's like a hidden camera and it shows a nurse and a checkup. And she's like, oh my God, you have spermicism. You need to come.
That makes
Let
so
me
much
jerk
sense.
you off.
That makes sense. She has to manipulate them into letting her jerk them off.
Right. She's like, no, this isn't for me. It's for you. They're like, I'm okay with this. Like, no, I just need you to, like, I'm not getting off. I'm like, I didn't think you were. And they're like,
Yeah, this was a medical procedure.
Oh, this is a medical procedure. Like, it is. I'm like, because you're a licensed nurse. And she's like, I'm a nurse. And they said, you're a licensed nurse? And she said, I do have a license and I am a nurse. They're like, no. Are you a licensed nurse? Can you practice medicine legally?
I am a nurse.
I can practice legally.
What is that? I'm sorry, practice? What exactly?
She should have stayed.
Yeah, well, she's a soccer player. So what the fuck does she know?
She should have stayed, honestly. And also, I hate how Tara, without saying it, said Tara's like, I trust almost everyone on here. I just want to eliminate Russell, Jimmy, and Garrett. And it's like, okay.
So you kind of trust everyone, but not
so
really.
3 people you don't trust, and it's not 3 of 30, it's 3 of 8. So almost half of the people you're saying you don't, and you're one of them. So there's 7 people, and you're like, nah.
And when did that change? Tara was nice and sweet for like 3 episodes. That also
I don't know, man. I think once CJ left,
get CJ out of here.
Once,
fuck this
but then
guy.
once CJ, once the punching bag was actually gone, all hell broke loose.
Yeah, it turns out, funny thing, you need your punching bag in order to get through things. If only CJ stayed to the end.
And also, the people like. There's not enough money on the table. That's really pissing me off. There's not enough money.
Really lame.
Are you telling me you're all walking home with $22,000? It's like $22,000 is sick, but also, is it that cool?
$22,000 is sick. Like, hey, I did a scratch off of the grocery store today.
Well, $22,000 is cool when it's like, I spent an afternoon on Family Feud.
Yeah, it's obviously nothing to gawk at, but it's not
30 days with Russell.
Exactly, on a boat with Russell. He's sleeping next to you.
Russell. That's disgusting.
And you got Jimmy on the other side of your bunk?
Yeah, that's horrible. That'd be a rough existence. Yeah, I don't know. That show sucks, dude. I keep wanting to be like Survivor, and Survivor gives $1 million out. And you know what's crazy? Survivor gave $1 million in the first season, but I guess it's CBS versus Discovery. Oh, yeah, it's true. No one shares it.
What kind of stupidness is that? Guys, we're doing these dumb challenges where you're collecting money. Oh, by the way, no one wins this. It's just a collective pot you all like to share from the end. It's like,
or you can take a bounty, and it's like, wow, I'm surprised no one's taking these $5,000 bounties where they've risked their entire point of the game for a mere $5,000. It's like, yeah, Nate, why would anyone take $5,000 bounties?
But no one's taking the bounties at all.
And why can't the bounties be something that's interesting where it's like, hey, guys, today's bounty is special. You can take the entire lump sum. Just all of it.
Not only do you take the entire lump sum, but
you actually get to go home and fuck each one of people's significant others.
And on top of that, you get to eliminate Russell.
Yeah, you get to eliminate Russell.
We won't tell him. It's all secretive. You can steal the bounty. We won't tell him you're the one who made it happen.
Here's your...
That's the other thing, too. I'm sorry. We didn't even express that. No one takes the bounty. No one knows you took the bounty. It's all done in secrecy. Why the fuck not take the bounty?
Yeah, it's fucked.
I get it if everyone was like, oh, Russell took the bounty, Maddie took the bounty. Guess who took the bounty? Maddie took the bounty this time. So you want to limit her. Dude, there's a thing called high risk, high reward. There's a thing called no risk, all reward.
But there's no reward because it's not even good bounties.
Doesn't matter. It's
it
stupid.
does.
No, it's stupid to play this competition and win $150,000 and split it between 8 fucking people.
Just ridiculous.
But then you just randomly steal something and get
that
$5
it's
grand.
Discovery and it's not CBS, and like CBS has a lot more money to spend on it. But it's, and I mean, I guess maybe it's
yeah, but
good.
aren't they merged with Time Warner now?
Yeah, they are.
So they should have fucking money up the wazoo.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, again, it really just makes everything feel less important when there's less money on the table.
And it's really obnoxious watching this show where every 30 seconds they have to play some super lame fucking song and show some dumb quote from this fucking idiot Santiago Genovese about how deep everything is.
And nothing he says is anything with any merit whatsoever.
And it's like he had an actual experiment, quote unquote. This show's just a dumb game show, and they're barely following the experiment. They're not on a raft, which they weren't on a raft, but whatever. No one's fucking
Even
each
though
other.
One of the directors is very much under the impression that they are with the amount of ass on this show. Maybe that's the reason why I keep watching it. The show, this is Australian Survivor understand that ass is a big part of gameplay.
Ass sells.
Ass does sell. And Survivor over there has gone too much in the direction where they're like, sex appeal, no appeal.
Yeah.
But this show, they're like, hey, Summer? Summer's got going on for her? That's pretty cool. She got a nice ass. What if we showed it to you the entire episode to the point where the girl in the show is going to be straight up put it on Instagram? Wow, it seems like they really show my ass on the show.
I mean,
more power to them.
More power to him. More power to you for wearing those type of bikinis.
That's true. Very, very. That's being knowing what's up. Really.
Honestly, that would be the only thing that helped me survive the raft.
True. Maybe that Kumbaya shit would have worked. Honestly.
The Kumbaya shit's final, but everyone's just so fucking dumb. Vote somebody out. Fucking do something. You guys, no one.
Every single week,
it's a game, guys. It's a game.
They talk. Also, it's fucking dumb. The strategy talk just happens in an opposite corner of the refs. Like, go to one of the islands and talk.
And I hate Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, I can't stand Dennis Quaid either.
Fucking him and his lactating issues.
Yeah, dude,
get the fuck away from all of us.
So put him in like a cotton shirt.
Something that doesn't
put him in
reveal.
not in cotton. Put him in a fucking what the hell is that? Oh my god. Linen, yeah, a linen shirt. Put him in something. Makes like he's sweating so much.
Dude, this guy sweats exclusively from his nipples.
Yeah, it's
really, the weirdest
really,
thing in the
really
world.
Weird to watch. It's such a strange, and it's like no one. You know what? If he sweats that much, just have him wear like 2 shirts.
And he has no personality.
None at all.
You know what Jeff's got in spades?
Also, you want
personality.
You know what Nate doesn't have either?
What's that?
Calves.
Calves? I didn't notice.
At
I was
all.
too busy staring
He sat down on the boat with him yesterday. Or thighs. It's just straight stick figure legs. Mm-hmm. It's the dumb drawing, that dumbass picture of the horse where it shows like the star of the picture, and then the photo shows like a perfect. That's his body. He's sculpted the top half, and he's never looked down at the bottom half once.
Dude, that guy is the worst host on
He's
any
a complete
fucking show.
lackluster piece. I hope they fire him. I really do. I hope he loses his fucking job.
It doesn't take a mathematician to put together these numbers.
Oh my god! And then in the episode, on last night's episode or whatever, when he fucking. They're doing the hugging challenge, and Jimmy's complaining about his hands hurting from holding a woman in the air for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah. No, I've been there. It's like, you've been on a harness holding a woman? What are you talking about, Nate? You fucking weirdo.
Were you doing this? What? What?
And also, fuck them, too, for having their stunt coordinators and camera crew being all their goddamn shots. It's like, dude, no.
I didn't even notice. Are they really?
When they were getting them assembled, you saw the divers swimming over there to make sure they're in
yeah, that part.
What are you guys doing?
It's a TV show. Stop showing me behind the scenes shit.
All right, Survivor, they have their people run the obstacle courses and make sure you don't see their fucking faces for a second to not ruin the. This is a demonstration.
Survivor does it so well. We've been watching Survivor for what? 10 years? 15 years?
20.
No, I didn't watch the whole. I guess you're right.
20.
20 years. 20 years. Fine. 20 years. It took me till last season to realize those aren't the contestants beforehand.
Yeah, I know. Those are just people.
I thought they had everybody do like, here's a quick playthrough lap just so we get some B footage, guys.
No, not at all. It's just, and then this show has the audacity to be like, oh, here's our camera crew.
And it's like, guys, you have Survivor. Your show is almost called Survivor. Just copy Survivor.
Exactly. The one 2 weeks ago when they had essentially the challenge was having just a weight on the bottom of the ocean floor with one single rope attached to it, and along that rope was a bunch of different clips that were knotted on with a waterproof case holding an amount of money. You're thinking, what, $1 million each? No, like $1,000, $2,000. I think the biggest one was $8,000. I think it was $8,000, $7,000, and then it went all the way down.
That challenge was so lame. I could have fucking paddled myself, swam down, got all the money in one breath, came back up and paddled myself back. In a fraction of time, it took all these mama loops to do it.
I agree. It was stupid. You had to fucking go. So basically the way it was is you had to swim 30, you had to go on a paddle board 30 yards away from the stationary, not fucking raft they're on.
Which never moves.
Never moves at all. It has a ladder and 4 pillars into the ground. It's like an oil rigger. It's not at all a fucking, it's not even remotely a raft.
It's like Survivor. You build your own shelter. You have to go find your own coconuts and shit.
Nothing of this stuff.
These guys buy their fruits and vegetables before they even get on the fucking raft. They spend all that time on the raft, and if they need to get anything, they swim 30 feet to the left, go out there, get some coconuts, and then come right back. They go swim in a ravine.
Nothing happens.
It's a fucking vacation. These people can't figure it out.
But he's like, all right, you're going to go on this paddle board in groups of 2, 30 yards over to that single rope. You're going to swim down and get it, come back. It's like, that's a challenge again. It's not even like what I said. They should have had, instead of having the one giant rope, which you could easily just reach out with your hands, unless your name is Jimmy, you could just reach out with your hands and pull yourself down with the rope.
Things Jimmy can't do. Can't swim.
Can't paddleboard, can't hold Tara. Dick probably doesn't work. Probably can't sell a car for shit.
Well, he's in Philly. He has to go to Boston.
That's true. He's yeah. That guy sucks. But no. So basically, you're thinking, if it's one giant rope, couldn't you just go underwater, grab the top of the rope, and pull your way all the way down to the 8th and final one? Yeah, you could.
Really not.
But wouldn't it make more sense to me, I don't know, a challenge for this challenge if maybe it was, instead of being one rope, it was all in a big-ass circle. They had to find where the fucking 8 pieces were, and they were each individually tossed in different parts of the same spot of the water. And they had individual lengths. Instead of just being one giant rope, the one that's actually very low to the ground, you actually have to swim down quite a bit to even get to the rope in the first place.
Yeah.
But no.
They're all, 10 feet from the surface at best? Not even? 5?
At best, dude. I thought it was going to be like a fucking 25-foot dive, and it's like, nope.
And they're all next to each other.
Yep.
Fucking, I'm not saying copy Survivor.
They're all foot and a half away from each other.
But, like, you're on this raft. There's 8 people on the raft, right? Have each challenge.
Wasn't it more than that at one point?
I think it was always 8. Maybe it was 9.
I thought it was 9, and then suddenly it was 8. Like, how the hell is it 8 now?
Yeah, that's a good point. I thought it was 9, too, actually. I guess they realized that the hanging challenge wasn't going to work. So
well, no, they sent home... No, yeah, I don't know. It's just 9. It's 8. How's it 8? Why is it 8? That sucks.
All the challenges should be done where they're dividing them up 4 on 4 instead of this. Just you guys have 15 minutes to complete this. What is with this time frame nonsense? Survivor, 2 teams, you get it done and you don't get it done.
It's really stupid. They should have also. This show sucks. It's
imagine the tension on the boat then if it was 2 teams. Then they'd all have their own allegiance.
No,
to
they just need to have it where it needs to be like 8 people to start fun. It needs to be more than just 30 days. It needs to be like 6 months or 3 months.
Yes.
It needs to be 90 days, and it has to be like you get 10 series of people coming onto the raft as swaps. Instead of being swaps, it's where you have to alternate taking one and not taking one. Mm-hmm. So you get one on week 1, and it's like, damn, this person's cool.
And it should be
we should take them because week 2 might be a terrible person.
Yep.
Or they give up on week 1 saying, no, what if week 2 is better? And week 2 turns out to be a second Russell.
And they're stuck with that guy.
And there's
for the
2
whole
Russells.
Time. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly how it should be done. It shouldn't be.
And then after fucking the first 10 weeks of that, we bring on 5 new people. Then it becomes swaps versus exchanges.
Yep. And then they could take that Pirate Master thing and have someone come back.
Exactly.
Hey, did you want this person? Episode 1
and then the third run, when everyone's been swapped, now it's like a group of 12 people that have gone through multiple swaps and everything else. That's when it becomes an elimination to the final 6.
And now, too, they're on the boat for fucking, would you say 12 months or 12 weeks?
I said 6. I said 3 months.
So they're 3 months now. People's facial hair is all mangy and everything. They lost weight. They look completely
all the
different.
girls
Like
got
Survivor.
big bushes.
They're surviving out there.
I love a big bush.
You know me.
Everyone knows that. Everyone's always love a big bush. So that's gonna be pretty good. And based on the way the show's directed currently, they're not gonna hide that fact. You know, especially considering the way the bikinis are in the first place. That's a hard thing to hide in a tight bikini. And what's that like? Little, almost like a texture on the front of your bikini. That's interesting. It's prickly.
Whoever created the show, the main producer was like, Santiago Genovese did this experiment on our. Hey, here's our next game show, and that was the extent of the thought process. Because there's a kernel of an idea here to make it somewhat engaging. We just explained the kernel.
There's not even a kernel of an idea. It's already like it's the kernels that didn't pop. That's what's there. It went through the microwave. Every other piece of popcorn popped, but that one, and that's what the show is.
Those aren't the survivors. Fucking lame. I don't know. I want to like the show, but it's just
I want to like it too.
Every turn you can do something that's not enjoyable for television.
And everyone's so annoying and sappy. And I thought it was annoying on Survivor when they cry. They cry so much on this show.
Survivor, they're also in the wilderness by like day 15, 16, 17. Yeah, you guys might have been on this boat for a month. You're on a boat hanging out.
Yeah, you guys are hanging out. You have a fucking fishing material. You don't. It's like
no elements.
There's no working for your flint. There's no tribal council. Instead of tribal council, it's, hey, Nate's going to show up onto the boat, talk for 15 seconds, then leave us alone, and then we'll walk down awkwardly to him and he'll be like, oh, you got voted off, CJ? And like, yeah, you know what? Fuck Russell and fuck Jimmy.
Yeah, why is he acting like a judge in that scenario? It doesn't have to be the jury, but why isn't he mediating something? It's so weird. He just goes, here's the container, guys. I'm going to bounce.
Except for then, I guess they got feedback because he was like, last week, he's like, actually, I'm going to stay here and do my job for once.
Yeah, exactly. You're the host. You should be reading the votes. What the fuck are you doing, pal?
And also, you don't like either fucking, Jeff, what was Jeff doing before he was like, settled down? Jeff was like, damn, who's the Haas contestant on the show this year? I'm going to give her a call, No, Nate doesn't seem like that kind of a host. Nate's afraid of these girls.
Well, Nate's milking. He really can't go
That's
on
true.
dates.
That's probably why that's actually Nate's nervous reaction. Whenever he sees pretty girls, he just starts lactating.
So it's a very small amount. It's like 0.3% of men actually experience that, and Nate's one of those 0.3%.
He is the 0.3%.
Yeah, the percentage is actually based around him.
Yeah, he's the only confirmed case of male lactating.
No. Nervous male lactating.
Nervous.
It's a specific type of lactating.
Nervous heterosexual male lactating.
Yeah, it's an epidemic that's taking over the country. Not a lot of people know about
Only
it.
him.
We
have Nate from Survive the Raft. It's fucking disgusting to watch him operate. All right, he is. It's not made up by his personality. He is flat as a board. He's knockoff Dennis Quaid. He's got chicken legs, and he can't stop sweating on and around his tits. And it comes from every spot. It's the underpeck. It's the nipple. Yep. It's the crease in between the chest.
I guess his body didn't get the memo. Most guys sweat from our armpits. That's where we really get the sweat stains. We don't usually get it from our nipples.
Now his sweat stains and his armpits are also atrocious.
I haven't noticed. I guess I've been just staring at the teat area.
Dude, it fucking it becomes like it literally goes from like under his arm up to the top of his shoulder. There's like a streak in the top that's not sweaty.
Oh,
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. He's fucking.
And he's not competing.
He can't. I know he's standing there.
He's on his fucking air conditioner tank that swims up to them, and for 3 seconds out in the wilderness, he's like,
and he always carries around that backpack.
Yeah, what are you carrying, bro?
And then I hate it too. He always kneels down next to the fucking safe to put in the bounty. He's like, all right, guys, a lot of money today.
Math's not my strong suit, but I can count
no,
this.
That's not even that. He'll be like, all right, guys. He kneels down because he's like, oh. He sits down. He's like, all right, let me open the safe up. All right, guys, great work today. Here's $3,000. There's 8 of us, sir.
And also, did they not realize how much money they were putting into this game versus the size of the safe?
The size of that safe, dude. They should have had a fucking wall safe. It's so pathetic seeing this. We're on week 8, and it's like, oh, the safe's still empty?
Yeah, and guess what? That's week's last episode. So it's not getting much fuller.
Maybe there's a $100,000 reward at the end. It's like, all right, guys, for the last challenge, since there's 8 of you, we're going to give you $700,000 if you kill Russell.
They originally had a safe like in the hotel rooms, those little tiny safes in each closet.
You know what's going to be a challenge for the show?
What's that?
All right, Russian roulette. Okay, during the stormiest night of them, they should be on a raft. On the stormiest night of the fucking thing, they get woken up with fucking they get woken up Full Metal Jacket style, pulling the sheets over and beating them. Okay, then they get fucking cuffed and they get hosed down and they get their heads all shaved and they get put into a room. And there's people in a foreign language screaming at them like Somalian pirates, okay, on the Survive the Raft. They get taken overboard. They're now prisoners of war, and they have to play Russian roulette. That'd be a challenge, okay? And then you know what the reward for that one is? More than $8,000.
Yeah, and Maddie last night's like, I've been playing for a month, guys. I don't want to lose my money. You just realize now you have to get the money. Now all of a sudden it's incurring to you.
Now it's like, oh wait, I should be getting paid.
Fucking stupid
people. And also, it's like, so are they not getting paid at all to begin with? Some sort of a flat fee? They must be.
If they are, it's like...
Because even on Survivor, the first person to go home, I think it's $3,500, which is basically half of what fucking the entire group's going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
This entire collie.
You can get voted out first in Survivor, spend 3 days and make what they make on the collie.
You can go to Survivor, go to Fiji, get to compete in one challenge, basically complete a milestone, be part of the tribal council, write someone's name down. You're not on the right side of the vote, but you write someone's name down.
Yeah,
unless you're just so cool with that $3,500, you put your own name down. To be, not only I'm 100% on the right side of the vote. I never wrote wrong on my Survivor tenure. You know,
it's pretty cool.
More people should vote for themselves.
Not a lot of people have that kind of success rate.
And also, everyone's just so boring. And they needed a villain. They needed a Boston Rob. They needed a Russell. This show could have even had a fucking, instead of a Russell Hands, a Brandon Hands. Okay?
Yeah.
That would have been fun. I would have loved to see that guy be like, oh, I fucking deadlift a ton. And it's like, dude, you're lifting 125 and you're doing it uneven.
It's just weird. And like, everybody's so fucking sensitive and no one's willing to just fall into human nature. Survival of the fittest, guys. Get rid of the weakest one, and it's a game.
Kill him. Throw Russell overboard.
Kill him and rotisserie chicken his body.
Honestly, okay, maybe Marissa's anti-killing animals. Is she anti-cannibalism? We don't know. She gets very worked up over the whole fish.
Yeah, and you know what? Kurt Cobain said it best. Okay, you can eat fish; they don't got any feelings. All right, what the fuck you doing there?
She must not have heard that song.
Huh?
She must have never heard that song.
I guess not.
She must not be a big Nirvana fan.
I paraphrased it, but
not only did you paraphrase it. No, you know what? Paraphrasing usually works for like not lyrics.
Okay, it's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings. Okay, that's not. I was trying to go with an artistic. Hey, I'm in my zone. Let me talk this way.
People are always saying that. Yeah, who's more artistic, Robbie or Kurt Cobain?
Look, all the Robbie fans like the way I speak. I was trying to stay true to form.
All the Robbie fans?
Me and those 3 other people that listen.
I'll give you 3.
Okay,
3. I thought you were gonna say something outrageous like 5, but I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3 other fans besides yourself.
Yeah, fair. And I'm kind of teeter-tottering.
Yeah,
so it's really just 2 other people.
Yeah,
I was including myself in the 3.
Interesting. So that's just okay. So it's number 4.
Even though I said 3 other people, I really just meant me and 2 other people.
So really, it's just 2 other guys who happen to like you.
Yeah, and I haven't confirmed if they exist or not. So maybe it's just me.
Maybe
might just be me.
I guess
when I'm
5
not
was
mad at
pretty
myself.
far damn way away from the truth.
Yeah, I guess. So.
And you're not even sure of it, so really no one likes you. You're the CJ of this.
You know what? I was really just doing it to hope I could get some fans. I thought if I said it in a cool young way,
something like, "Oh yeah, I guess I am a Robbie fan." I guess I didn't think about that way, but I guess I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now the jig is up.
Yeah. Well, you made sure of that.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking the show's getting a season 2 because I can't imagine it requires any viewership to get a season 2 on Discovery.
Yeah, Discovery's lineup's really not that thick. They got that.
Like,
and
dude,
they have Shark Week.
13 people watch this. That's crazy. Shit. So we're canceled. Canceled.
We had 14 watching Shark Week last year.
Dude, we just picked you up for 5 seasons
and a movie.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna do an all-star. We're gonna do reality. We're gonna do fucking. We're gonna see after season 3. We're gonna have the best contestants start doing a reality show about how their lives have adjusted after the Akali. We're gonna do. We're gonna have Andy Cohen come on and do some post-season wrap-up shows.
Dude, that's dude. Why aren't they doing that right fucking?
I know. Like, we're gonna pick you up for the back. We're gonna make it an 8 episode order. We're gonna make it longer seasons. We're giving you $1 million to spend each. Like $1 million. Whoa. 13. How you guys have $1 million? We actually have a lot of money.
Yeah, last season we were just trying to test in the waters.
Yeah, we were just testing the waters out, because a lot of our shows only get like 2 or 3 viewers. Dude. So we thought we should spend $1 million on a 2 or 3 viewership. Now we know it's a double-digit viewer show.
Yeah,
$1 million, hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Back to your
hell. If you get 200 viewers next season, shit, man. Nate, you might be the new president of fucking Discovery. You might have my job. He's like, wow, guys, I'm not even a part of the creative team. I'm just the host. Like, you're the reason it works.
You're the reason it works.
You and those.
You provide milk.
You and
to
those
that team day
fucking
in and day out.
Leaking tits.
Dude,
sorry,
what you say? Backpack's full. He's got baby bottles back there.
That's fucking. He sucks, dude. That guy does. I want, if we can't have Jeff Probst, I want the logical thing like Australian Survivor, and I want Anthony LaPiglia's kid brother. You know,
Lucas.
Lucas. I want the guy.
Lucas LaPiglia.
No, his name's Joe. I think Joe LaPiglia.
Yeah. How often do you get to say Lucas? Like
Lucas. Lucas. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I said this the other day. I'm thinking maybe the only way for the show to be good for season 2 is if they fire Nate or kill him again. That make feel more like at sea. If like we got to see him be taken away by pirates. Can you imagine while they're doing the tribal council, an actual boat comes and everything's just part of the game, like Tropic Thunder style. This isn't part of the game, guys. I don't know what's going on, and then he just gets straight up stabbed and like the fucking someone has a bayonet just goes under his chin, just.
They gotta do something more fun for next season. Like they should have them like maybe actually go out to sea.
Yeah, they should be on a raft.
They should maybe do like a fake storm and make everything the show got fucked up.
Right.
And they're all actually going into like a Lord of the Flies kind of style thing. They all start attacking each other.
No, you know what they do next? No, it
it
should be a surprise next season. They should do it where it's a bunch of college kids who think they're going on spring break.
Yes.
And they go on a boat, and that gets taken over by Somalian pirates, and they're like on a giant vessel, like an actual like a fucking like an actual like a cargo container. And they're just like at sea, and they keep having to try to dive off, and but they have like their leg tied to a fucking rope, so they don't like drift off because the boat never stops moving.
And like Nate, the entire time will be just tied to the center sail.
Nate's dead.
No, Nate's alive.
Nate died.
You need a host.
Robbie.
No, listen, hold on.
Nate died in the finale of season 1. You fucking idiot.
No, you need a host.
Nate's dead.
Fine.
Get Randy Quaid.
Fine.
Dennis Quaid's gone.
Alex, this doesn't work if there's nobody attached to a breast pump. This doesn't work otherwise.
Dude, Nate's dead. I'm sorry, okay? Figure it out.
So Dennis Quaid comes in because his late brother was fucking kidnapped by Somalian pirates. Randy Quaid comes in because his late brother was kidnapped by Somalian pirates.
We're not filming in America because he's not allowed here.
That's why he's doing it. Dennis Quaid has that new show just came out, so he's busy. Fucking Randy Quaid's out there. He's tied to the mast. Breast pump, and he's like, guys, you have to hang from this raft and just hug each other for 15 minutes at least. Oh, it's the Somalian pirates are going to kill us.
No, your show sucks still.
I was trying to keep
down. You got 200 that you thought you stand up for that. That was stupid. That was dumb. It wasn't funny.
College kids are dumb. They're not going to get to their.
It was stupid. We're making the show good, Robbie.
Maybe if you let me finish my idea, you know how great it is.
Why is your version of making the show good just doing the same thing?
It's not.
With a better backdrop, okay? I said we start playing shit like Russian roulette. People should be getting murdered, okay? That should be the game. It should be like a fucking actual just battle royale. And you're like, no. We'll have Randy quit. They're being like, guys, hang
Who's going to
from this
facilitate
rope.
the challenges?
No one. It's going to be, Robbie, it's going to be
So there's no
found
challenges
footage.
now? We just complain how the challenges
The challenges are going to be the pirates talking a foreign language who's going to be pointing guns at everyone
They're not
screaming.
real pirates.
Yes, they are.
Oh, dude, you even tricked me.
That's what'll make the show fun.
That's a good idea.
They keep saying it's just an experiment. It's just like a fucking shitty show. Then it'll be an experiment. What happens when 8 people are taken by pirates?
Hey, let me ask you guys, so in that Stanford prison experiment, did they have like cash prizes at the end if they lasted the longest? So this isn't an experiment, this is a game show.
Exactly.
Can we stop treating it like
why
an
is there
experiment?
winning money? No. And also, the fact that no one's had sex yet, what's going on? Okay?
Yeah. What are you guys doing? You're also sharing a giant bed.
And no one's tried yet either. You know, Survivor the early seasons were very horny. Why isn't Survivor the Raft the early seasons very horny?
I wish we could go back to that, dude. Survivor Cook Islands, that blonde dude was with fucking Parvati and that blonde chick just hanging out, dude. That was the time.
And then Parvati was like, maybe if I gotta use my womanly charm, I guess I have to. It's like, you know what? Yeah, you do. Maybe you do have to.
Yeah, really.
You know,
Survival of the fittest.
If you got it, flaunt it. You know, that's what your mama gave you.
Bye, little sucker.